You know, once you reach your 30s, staying up past midnight, it's not fun anymore. It's just a thing that's detrimental to your overall health and that you regret the next morning. Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese and Happy New Year to each and every single one of you. I wanted to make a quick video kind of going over last year and my plans for this year. I already made a video similar to this for channel members, and if you'd like to become a channel member, 99 cents a month, you can go watch it too. But I just kind of wanted to talk about our plans for the month. So first off, later today, I will begin streaming through Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade for the third time. It's actually my fourth time playing the game, my third time streaming through it. I streamed through it in 2020, I streamed through it again in 2022, so it's PS4, PS5. We're doing it again on the PS5 for 2024 because it is now an every other year tradition. Once you do something twice, it's a tradition, I guess. So we're going through it again in the lead up to the release of Rebirth. So if that's something you'd like to watch, I don't know what time it's going to be. I would just ring the bell to get notifications for when the stream starts. And if you're interested in watching my first two playthroughs, the first one I was very bad, and the second one I was surprisingly much better, and we'll see how this third one goes. I did just finish playing the game again on the Steam Deck here about a month ago. That was a great time, but you can go watch those on the Howdy Folks live channel. I used to have a whole different channel I live streamed on. There's a bunch of games on it. youtube.com/howdyfolkslive. Originally, I had planned on editing both of those Let's Plays into two separate supercuts, and I might still do that, but it's kind of off the schedule for the month of January. Now, I've always had some kind of a release schedule, and usually they were like a month in advance. I'd have them all filled in, but it was kind of just random. It was like, I think I'll record and do these things, and I just kind of put them on a schedule, and I did my best. But this year, in 2024, we're doing things quite differently. This is the year of planning. I've been making YouTube videos for over a decade now, between this channel and the Howdy Folks gaming channel, and it's always been just sort of like barely planned out a month and ahead, but I'm gonna move this over here. This year, I'm looking ahead to the entire year, and I'm trying to plot from that perspective. So it's 12 months, 6 month, 4 month, 3 month, you know, splitting it into quarters and halves and individual weeks and holidays and trying to get a picture of what the whole year is going to look like in advance and then playing on that. I recently shared my schedule for the month of January with channel members, so they have an idea of what's coming up. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of give you the 1,000-yard view of the next couple of months. First off, Tekkit 2. The series will continue on March 1st. We're taking a little bit of a break from it, but we are going to get back to it. In the meantime, if you really like Minecraft, there is a Minecraft series launching between now and then called Skybees 2. This isn't really a new series in the traditional sense, because I started it last summer with the channel members with the intention of releasing it sometime around like August. That didn't happen, but we're going to put those episodes out now, and it is actually kind of still ongoing. I need to record a couple of additional episodes so that I can have a nice tidy conclusion to it by the end of February, but that is going to start, I believe, tomorrow. Let me get my schedule up. There it is. My schedule was open. It was just on another screen. So tomorrow, Skybeast 2 Episode 1 will come out. You can also look forward to some videos with me and the boys, you know, the game night fellas. I'm not going to spoil what those are, but the first of which will come out on Wednesday. On Friday, we're finally returning to Assassin's Creed Valhalla because I've decided that I'm going to make that a focus until it is finished. So expect a lot of Valhalla content in the first quarter, if not the first third of this year. I don't know how long it's going to take till I get to a point in that game where I say I'm finished, but we're getting through it because that's the last sort of holdout series that's been going for way too long. You remember how Xenoblade Chronicles 3 went for a year and a half, and that was way too much Xenoblade Chronicles 3? If I'd made that many videos but got them all out in like a 3 or 4 month period, I would have been much happier with them, you know, as opposed to spreading it out so long. And that's what I don't want to do with Assassin's Creed. So I would not be surprised if Assassin's Creed was something you saw every other day with Minecraft content in between. So that's just going to be a thing. I could just quit, but I want to see how it ends, and I hate leaving things unfinished. So for better or worse, we're continuing with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Towards the end of February, Final Fantasy Rebirth will be coming out, and if I time it out correctly, that should be right around the time we finish with Final Fantasy VII Remake, so we should be able to just go right into it, and that'll be the new series we stream through. I still don't have a streaming schedule, even though I have a video schedule. I need to nail down a proper streaming schedule that I can stick to. A few nights each week, and make it happen. And some mornings, because I know some folks can only make morning streams, some can only make nighttime streams. I want to do both. But I'm going to need to actually sit down and force myself to make a schedule for that and stick to it. I've just not done it yet. As for other plans, I'm going to hold those a little closer to the chest. I might share with channel members here in the near future what some of the other games we're going to go through are. But for right now, I just wanted to kind of go over some of the things we did last year, because I didn't really notice how much we got done. So first off, of course, we had Tekkit running throughout the year, which was great. We wrapped up in November Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which, again, about a year and a half long. That was a really fun one. And then before that, we had Final Fantasy 16, which ran from, I think, July to October. That was a fun series. I had a lot of fun recording that with the channel members, and then I think the episodes turned out really well, so that was a good time. We also had some fun one-off content towards the beginning of the year. We did some Overwatch 2 videos with me and the Game Night Boys, as well as a couple of Bigfoot hunts, which were a good time. We did also do the craziest thing I've ever done, which was put together, I believe, an almost 8-hour Until Dawn complete playthrough, and shaped it to look like it was one continuous recording session, even though it was not. I think that turned out well. Currently, that's only available for channel members, but you can actually watch the entire series. It was just released episodically, but before it was released episodically. This was back before you could release things early for channel members, so my solution was to stitch the whole thing together into one big video and release that with the individual episodes following. We never have to do that again, thankfully. Although, it's actually kind of cool having that one big video, and I think I'm going to publish it for everyone. It plays out almost in real time, because the game takes place from late one night to the break of dawn the next morning. And if you watch it, I'm pretty sure it might be real time, that video. You can watch the events play out and keep your clock by it, almost, but not perfectly. So if that's something you're interested in, I think I'll go ahead and make that available. Again, the individual episodes have been available for a while, but just the one big video. Then, if we have a look at the live streaming space, some of you might recall that we went through pretty much the whole of Hogwarts Legacy in the months of February to April. That was a game that I enjoyed immensely. And when I say, we went through the whole of it, normally I view completing an open world game as doing all of the quests. So completing the main story, doing all of the side quests, and I'm not really worried about collecting everything in the game there is to collect, although we did do that. Nor am I really worried about sort of maxing out levels or anything like that, which I don't think that we did. I view it as mostly just like, oh, I did all the story content, I'm out. And that's what we did. Apparently there's a DLC out for it now, or coming out for it that we might go through. Or maybe it comes out in February. Because it was a PlayStation exclusive side quest in a haunted house that no one else got, but I think the exclusivity ends for it in February, and we might all be getting it, or maybe we already did, or maybe I'm wrong about that. But I do think it'd be fun to go back into that world. I had a lot of fun with it. Like I say, though, that ended in April, and then in May, we started and never finished The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, because, I don't know, for whatever reason, I think it's a good game. I just wasn't feeling it in the same way I was Breath of the Wild. I couldn't tell you why. I do think that we will go back and finish it someday. Maybe when we're done with Assassin's Creed, we'll hop back into Zelda and finish that. I don't know why, but I didn't quite have as much fun with it. But maybe because it's just truly more of the same, but now with Lego, you know what I mean? And it's fun. I think it's good, but I'm conflicted about it. After that, though, me and the channel members streamed our way through Final Fantasy 16, and then we streamed our way through Starfield. All of these live streams, by the way, are currently available for your viewing pleasure. Talking is difficult. One of these days, I'd like to do for Starfield what I did for Final Fantasy, and edit that playthrough into its own sort of proper edited sort of series, where it's condensed and you get just the story focus. We didn't do nearly as much in that game as I kind of thought we would. We sort of just did, I think, one of the side quests, like one of the faction quests, if you will. And then we finished the main story, and I was like, that's enough. I'll do the rest in my own time. People weren't quite feeling those streams in the same way they were sort of previous series. Heck, I wasn't feeling that game the way I was previous series. It's okay. A lot of people hate it. I feel like there's just a lot of nonsense. Like, why is there base building? No one wants that or needs it. I never once felt compelled to do that. I had a lot of fun dogfighting to upgrade like my piloting skill and getting a big ship, and then after that I was like, oh, I don't know what to do with this big ship. I guess I'll swap out the engines and all of the weapons, and now I can dogfight better, but I don't need to. I'm gonna just finish the game, and that's what I did. Also, I kind of hate the ending. I see what they were going for with the New Game Plus, but it makes it feel like it's my problem with No Man's Sky, where it's just like there is no satisfactory conclusion. It just keeps going. And it's the same with this game, where you get to the end and it's like, oh, it's just forever. Yeah, you know? I'll give you this with Skyrim. You could technically keep playing it past the end of the main story, but once that main story was done, it's not like, adventurer, you're gonna go back and be a guy in a cart again forever. It's like, no, it's like, good job. You defeated the dragon, the world eater, or whatever he was called, and go raise a family. There's a DLC. You can go build a house now. But I'm looking forward to streaming through, and I should note, public streams open to everyone. Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and the other games I have planned to stream this year, and the other things I have planned to record, all of which will be a surprise. Oh, one final thing. We're moving to 5 videos a week, at least for now. I'm just taking a little bit of a break. We used to do a video every day, and then I pulled it back to 6 videos a week, and then down to 5, and then I think in October, I think for just 1 month, we had 5 videos. Actually, it might not have even been an entire month. It might have been like a couple of weeks. And then we went back up to 6. We're bringing it, at least for January, we're reeling it back in. We are doing a video 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and we're gonna rest on Saturday and Sunday. And that means that something is done. What did I set a timer for? Oh, I gotta get something out of the freezer before it blows up. Thank you, folks, for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel throughout the year. God bless each and every single one of you, and here's to 2024. Hopefully it's a great one. Goodbye.